Hello, welcome to Brockwood from the Scottish Wildlife Trust. It's a wildlife preserve here, and let's take you on a journey. Come on, Patch. So I asked permission of the trees here and the woodlands to connect with them, and they said yes. Welcome back, Jon, they said. We're here for our psychic tree talk. It's a Wednesday, psychic tree talk Wednesdays. Maybe in the comments you'll give me some better names. I'm just going to take my time up this very steep hill because it's very easy to get out of breath, especially when you've had a big lunch. You've already been for your 4-mile run today. And perhaps we'd like to start with some messages for us all that are watching today. Oh wow, the sun's out. Yes, this tree up here would like to give us all a message. So let's go and ask. Thank you, tree, for offering. Careful, Patch. To ground. The tree says to ground. So it's showing me the sunshine. You can see it just peeking through past the tree there. Walking barefoot on the ground, touching trees, connecting with nature. And dancing, the tree says. And dancing, just like I am just now. Wonderful, thank you. Thank you, tree. And the reason for showing the sun was the tree wanted us to remind us of the Ascension energies that are flowing through the sun at this time. The sparkles and plasma, solar flares and more. So we've just had Storm Bram head through. 50-mile-an-hour winds, not too bad here. I know there were 90-mile-an-hour further up north. And just here there's a big X appeared. Sometimes it's where certain creatures don't want to tread. An X will be marked naturally or by them. Extra dimensional beings. I had a lot of fun yesterday doing something I've never done before live. I've done it a few times now for clients. I did it for myself, a 1-hour channeling session for creating a new service on my website. And really, it's an exercise in me leading by example to show that we don't need to overthink these things, to analyze our competitors or to spend loads of time worrying about whether someone will like a thing, a new service or not like a new service. Feels like one of the challenges, excuse me while I pick up a poo from Patch. One of the challenges we have is people in service others. Hang on a moment. Patch is pulling, my hat's falling out between my knees, and I'm doing a poo bag up, trying not to get it on camera. There's this feeling that when we're in service to others that we, everything has to be perfect and we have to figure everything out, and our websites have to be perfect and all our videos have to be so polished and no poo bags in them, no ums and ahs. And I really wanted to show how we can access our hearts, our higher selves, our spirit guides, and access higher aspects of ourselves that helps us really just allow, in a safe space, energy to flow in and to create something from scratch. and to get it live and up on my website. And actually yesterday I got two of my first volunteers signed up for it, and it's called the Heart Chakra Dragon Fire Activation Service. So I'm really excited to try it out. So I don't need any more volunteers, so thank you so much. I'm going to, you can book it, you can buy a session, and before my first available slots in March, I wanted to try it out and see if it's fun, and see if I find it joyful and my clients find it helpful. Really a healing service focused dragon light language, dragon fire, and heart activation. So really excited for that. Really gets to you can imagine the sound bites, the marketing sound bites. Gets to the heart of all your problems. Which I love. So much of what we experience in our lives are a symptom of our emotions and what's going on in our hearts. So it's really helpful to connecting with our hearts. Come on, Patch. It's interesting. It's this little area here feels like a kind of in between lands. I've gone for the extra long. Come on, buddy. We need to walk too. It's a long walk. Come on. I've gone for the extra long selfie stick mode today. It does go a lot longer. Hopefully it helps you. Patch got himself caught. You can do it, Patch. You did it. He freed himself. Free the Patch. Free the Patch. And this week I completed the written material for my Higher Self advanced training course. Now just on to videos, and I got the 4 people that have participants that have signed up already to give some feedback on some of the videos I'm creating for it, and whether they want long videos, short videos. So that's been really helpful to help me hone the content creation. And what else was I doing this week? Well, it's my birthday on Monday. Thank you for your birthday wishes. Thank you so much. It was a lot of fun responding to all your comments. Had a really lovely day and evening with my family, so thank you. I felt so much gratitude, almost overwhelming, on Monday. Definitely the greatest feelings of gratitude I've ever experienced in my life, so thank you. Oh, and if I just stop here, you might be able to spot another cross. Wow. Hang on, there's 2. It's kind of like 2 or 3 crosses. There's like one here, if I stand beneath it. Just one there. And then there's another one kind of behind it with another tree that's come over. Yeah, quite a few trees it looks like. Took a bit of a descent. Let me just turn you guys around. Ah, no, the bag. Sorry. It's not that kind of channel. I know I'm a channeler, but I've got enough poo in my life without showing you the poo bag. Hopefully it wasn't too visible. Anyway, what was in the bag, maybe too much information. There's a lot of leaves surrounding the poo, so the leaves, they're naturally censored. So I do have a couple of questions from you guys to answer. I brought them lovingly, screenshotted them on my phone. I'm excited for going camping this Friday with my son and Patch. There's Patch Cam, his little comfy jacket, his cozy jacket. Is actually very warm today. As you can see, I haven't put my hat on. In fact, it didn't occur to me that maybe I should just put my hat in my pocket. That might be helpful. And then I'll have one less thing to worry about in my hands. I don't think I'm going to put a poo in my pocket though. I'm not that brave. Definitely makes it harder getting my camera out. I'm sure I'll figure it out. I have recorded a video with my shadow, which was a really interesting experience. And shout out to Chloe Rose, who inspired me / nominated me. I'm looking forward to seeing her video. And just to be clear, she created her video first. And I'll be sharing mine after hers goes out. And yeah, it's really exciting to just verbalize and face these fears. Oh wow, speaking of fears, Patch, look at this guy. You are like blocking our path, buddy. Right, do you think you can get through, Patch? You're gonna have to go around the side. It is I don't think going underneath is gonna help, Patch. Look, you're just getting all caught up. You have to go this way, Patch? Oh, I am really caught up now. And Patch doesn't understand. Maybe if I give him more space. Oh no, Patch is using brute force. Let's try the selfie stick to free him. This is like the second run of Free the Patch. Sorry for this shaking camera. Oh, this is a bit of a nightmare. I'm caught in a bush. Oh no. Ah. Ouch. We're getting there. Almost there. Stop pulling, Patch. It's not helping. Ah. Wow. We did it. Whew. I have no idea how difficult I can make my life. How much more tricky could I make this, John? Oh, I know, I could carry more things in my hands, maybe a phone, and maybe slip over in the dirt. But yeah, speaking of shadows, it was real lovely to have an expression, a voice for my shadow. I find that very therapeutic. Anyway, I'll wait to that. I won't give you any spoilers. I'll let Chloe send out her video. So excited for that. And also mine later. I do feel, as my meditation message is today, is all about, as we come up to the solstice and the end of or the kind of deepest, darkest part of winter, we're getting ready to let go of the things in our lives that no longer serve us. So we can let go of people, places, jobs, clutter. That is a big mission for me over the holidays. I'm sure I've got a couple of weeks off. We'll be decluttering. Good news is I have such a tiny garage now, since we converted it into half of it's a music studio and the other half is a kitchen. It's so small, and yet it's so funny. I still have the same emotional reaction. It's like, oh, it's this tiny wee garage and there's so much stuff in it, but really you can basically do it in a day. Like, you can literally hand sort the entire contents of the garage in just a few hours. But yet the feeling of it's really funny. It still kind of weighs on you, like, oh, that clutter, that stagnant energy, that blocked energy. Right, so let's go ahead and ask some trees some questions, because you guys have lovingly been posting questions, and I've screenshotted randomly beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, a couple of your questions. So the first is from Mario Molina. How does Gaia feel about the pollution of chemtrails? Can she clean it up? Thank you so much, Mario. Let's ask. Let's ask one of these trees, and also to connect into Mother Gaia. I'm just connecting into Gaia as well. Looks like patches as well. Okay, Patch. We need to go and ask a tree, buddy. Come on, buddy. Let's go. I knew these trees that stood next to me didn't want to answer. No, they didn't want to answer. They were recommending another tree, so something with a thicker bark. The energy here is very interesting. Feels a lot like we're somewhat between worlds, and the wind's done a lot of good, like clearing out the cobwebs, clearing out the clutter and the summer's growth that isn't able to withstand the winter storms. Yeah, there's a tree down here. Oh, it's the dark tree that wants to answer. Let's go and ask. Just turn you guys around. Okay, let's ask this tree here. Oh, Patch is digging a hole on me. Just wait here, Patch. Sorry about the poo bag. Try and keep out of camera. So the first answer is Mother Gaia can clear up all human waste in time, all our toxicity in the skies and in the earth, everything in time. It does take time, sometimes many, many years, tens, hundreds, thousands of years. Chemtrails, yeah, there's less of a worry in it. Oh, thank you, tree. And oh, Pet just caught in the bark. It's certainly an adventurous walk today. Yeah, the tree was saying that we can all do our bit to help clear up the skies. So the air elementals that live around us, the beings, these are quite large, often beings that exist across vast areas of our skies, water, land. There goes the poo bag again. And so when you see a chemtrail in your sky, just place your hand on your heart, look up to the sky and say, I do not give you permission to be here. I release any toxins from the air. I ask for the help of Mother Gaia and our elementals to support me in clearing this space. And even if you don't get the words quite right, have a clear intention, have a nice open heart. Do it from a place of love, you know, just like I was talking about clearing out my garage, to do it with, you know, love, looking at all those shadows, looking at the areas that he cleaned and tidied, and just being guided to share more around here. A few trees have fallen. There's always quite a few trees that come over here. It does feel like a few more have in this storm. The trees are just telling me there was a big gust that swept through this little valley, or glen as we would call it, in Scotland. And the rivers, certainly, the Burn, as I'd often call it, is definitely a lot bigger. Beautiful. And let's ask another one of your questions just before we get to an area where I love to sing to our ancestors. I was watching a beautiful video just before I came out about the Pendle, which is in Yorkshire. Oh wow, my feet are just very brown. Looks like I just stood in a load of poo. So this is from Phoenix Rising. Thank you for your question. How and when will life function without the matrix that controls us, and what does it look like? Do we have jobs, money, government, national borders and property? From Phoenix Rising. Thank you. Wow. You know, before I ask a tree to answer, none of us have the answers, right? And yet we all have the answers, if that makes sense. And maybe another way of describing that is, we don't all have the answers about what will happen and what will work best for humanity in the future. We just need to know, first of all, that our current systems, countries, laws, regulations, the way that we've organized our civilizations doesn't yet work, and that needs to fall away. Everything that doesn't work needs to fall away. Okay, I'm just looking for a tree. Oh, this tree wants to answer. Okay, thank you. Maybe I can sort out the poo in the other hand. Okay, just asking this tree. Yeah, the tree says, please do ask. Oh, you've got a lovely branch. Trunk, branch. Humans, come back to their hearts, come back home to your bodies, come back to nature, come back to your loved ones, come back to the things you love the most. Let go of the structures, just like these fallen trees that could not withstand the storms, and instead begin to build foundations that support steady, sustained growth, equality, compassion, forgiveness, and abundance for all. Oh, thank you. So, that was so lovely, thank you. Sometimes when I'm receiving these messages, well, a lot of the time when I'm receiving these messages, there's so much extra than just the words that are shared, the feelings, and you know, throughout that answer, I kept wanting to ask, what about, governments? What about country borders? And the tree's right, is that we first have to come home to what we really want in our lives. And what do you really want in your life? Do you want to have, money? Is that going to be a thing that you want to continue on? Do you want to have a country border where people needing your help aren't allowed in, and some people that already live in your country are causing you problems? Do you care about the concept of a country? Is it just another way of dividing us? I'm not asking these in a kind of funny, challenging, rhetorical or cynical way. I'm just trying to ask as best I can in a very open way, because I don't have all the answers to what humanity will decide. We need to decide for ourselves what we want to build. And the tree's so right, the things that we love, what a beautiful place to start. Decide what we love first and allow that love to guide us. It's far stronger than any logic. If we didn't divide ourselves as humans from each other, and instead loved each neighbor, loved everyone, we wouldn't put all these systems in place to kind of negotiate and balance and punish and reward division between us. Okay, a little song. Hiya tura simia taya huya siya tu termusia narahuya marahuya marahihayana yana si tiremiya, and a little dragon roar to end with. Ancestors, I love you, I forgive you, I release you, I honor you. Thank you for all that you've done to allow very least me to live my dream life. in abundance and self-love, and Patch with his cozy jumper and sometimes getting caught in different trees and branches. Thank you for this beautiful planet. And thank you to you. Thank you for watching my videos and engaging and sharing your experiences. It fills me with such love and joy in my heart. I hope you feel a little bit of that reflected back into your heart. Thank you, beautiful trees. Just going to turn you guys around. I love the very manual gimbal, which is basically everything's done digitally for stabilization with this camera. And then when you want to change the angle, you literally just have to kind of grab it and move it around. And quite often here we see like little fairies, which is always lovely. Everyone loves a little fairy flying in front of the camera. Any fairy that has the highest good for all in their hearts, please say hello on camera. Show yourselves. Oh, it's a deer. Wow, did you see that? That wasn't a fairy, it's a giant deer. Ha! There he goes. Thank you. Hope I didn't startle you. Often there's more than one, so we'll keep our eye out. Wow, you welcome a fairy and you get an entire deer. Is that maybe the first deer we've caught on camera? In these videos, in the Psychic Tree Talk videos. It is so muddy, my feet are just slipping everywhere. Wow, this area is really cleared. Some stormy looking clouds up above. And Storm Bram, it doesn't feel like it's over yet. It will be over by the time we go camping on Friday, so that's good. Oh, some sunshine, quick. Capture the Scottish sunshine. Thank you, soul. I love you. I know you're pretty wild at the moment with your solar activity. I'm feeling good. My heart goes out to everyone that's been experiencing solar ascension waves and lots of activity going on just now. Oh, and you can see, look, it's so clear here. You can see right down to the wee castle and down to the stream there. Well, I can. I don't know about you guys. It's kind of not showing up on camera. Is that helping? You can see a little bit. Come on then, buddy. I feel compelled to, guided to just turn this around so you can witness any hilarious walking challenges. It's not too bad so far. Thank you, Patch. I'm sure I have one last question from you guys. Try not to bring too many with me. Please do add more questions. I've almost run out of your questions. So from Carol Johnson, it says, does meditation when falling asleep bring forth deceased loved ones? Thank you, Carol. Let's ask the trees, and just also inviting my spirit guides to help answer as well. Moving the poo bag into the other hand. Just looking for a tree here to ask. Keep going, buddy. I love meditation's phenomenal at getting you to sleep, right? A big thing I've done, I think I've mentioned it before, recently is no more phone when I go to bed now. It's just like as soon as I get into bed, set my alarm, and that's it. Okay, we have a little chat with this tree here. Thank you, tree, for offering. Meditation brings our body, the human body, into phase. And this means the tree's trying to explain this concept of a frequency match. I'm just receiving a ringing in my ears as well, both ears really quite loud. So as you bring yourself into a harmonious state, you're able to more easily traverse between different realms and dimensions. So that includes into the fourth dimension and higher dimensions, including as you start to fall asleep and then when you actually fall asleep. Oh, thank you, tree. It's funny, I never really thought of that, what meditation does to your body. I often concentrate just on the heart, a nice open heart, and the mind. And tree was saying there's a lot more. The tree was showing me, thank you, tree, was showing me that really your whole body begins to shift, which just feels really lovely. Like there's almost like every single atom, cell of your body is vibrating in a harmonious state. And that state allows you to, it's almost like, you know, when you see hovercraft, right? And they're kind of vibrating and they lift up. And I know they have a downward stream of air pushing them upwards, but that kind of feeling of something, we kind of rise and bubble up to the top when we go into a meditation state. So it helps shift, what the tree's saying is helps shift the phase of our body into greater, you know, much more easily we can shift into the fourth and fifth dimensions, which is where our deceased loved ones are, or at very least they can access easily. And if you've had a recently deceased loved one, such as in the last few days, just before they, you know, decide to move on any further, they may hang around in the fourth dimension for some time, and that's much closer to us. It's much easier for us to sense, to feel into and connect with. So that's definitely one consideration. And personally, I would always, if I was intentionally doing this, or had experienced it once before and I wanted to set the intention to experience it again, to experience a loved one, I would create a nice safe space, a nice bit of protective bubble around me. I would set a clear intention of who I wanted to come forwards into that bubble with me, you know, which deceased loved one. And I've had a few deceased loved ones contact me recently, and that's been really lovely. So yeah, just encouraging you to practice safe psychic work, psychic safety. Hear me dog barking away in the distance. Well, thank you so much for joining Patch and I. It's a lot of fun, bit of an adventure between stormy outbursts here. And today I'm going back to do 2 client sessions, a remote recording, a Zoom live session, and then it's the final week of the Higher Self Foundational Training course, where I'll be leading the class through astral travel and channeling light language with their spirit guides, which is a lot of fun. So looking forward to that. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Come on, Patch. It's this way, buddy. We need to go in the van. I seem to remember last time I just hilariously spent a while and awkwardly going inside, like, let's take a moment to do all the things that people don't show you. Come on, Patch, up you go. Up, up, up. Up you go, Patch. Good boy. And I have a bin for the poo. That's good news. But yeah, thank you so much. Such an honor to have the health and the happiness. I must admit, I spent a bit of the morning Well, I had a morning off, to be honest, which was great. And I spent quite a lot of the morning sat on the sofa, and I was just thinking, oh, I really can't be bothered going out in the cold and creating this video. My spirit guides kept saying, John, it's good for you to get out. Because I do get, I do go out 3 times a day, 3 to 4 times a day. But my spirit guides were saying, John, it's really going to help you. You're going to enjoy it. It's lovely out there. And if I don't not going camping till Friday, I might not really leave the immediate area of my home and surrounding streets for a few days. So it's great to get out. Out and about. What'd you say, Patch? Yes, I agree. Wonderful. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care. Sending love, love, love. I love you.